Hey everyone, and welcome back to Peaceful Fun Times. Believe it or not, it's actually pretty peaceful today. Let's get this thing hauled urgently so we have the cooler actually cooling. Celercy's working on an extra water heater tank for expansion in that regard. I may actually even build a third one, to be entirely honest. I think this is going to work out pretty well. The goals for today's episode, stock up on the food so we are completely flush over here. I'm going to try to build a new room down here. I planned it out in the planning calculator right over here for all of these things. And then we can put a couple doors over here. We can have direct access from all the crafting materials into the crafting room. Maybe we can convert this into a double thick walled cooler slash cooking room that's actually separated from the cooler versus the heating element inside of it. And then also, I really want to put in another chem fuel power generator here so we can run some of these things simultaneously, because right now we're skirting running out of power. We've only got 150 spare watts during the summer. It's also the 3rd of Jugas, speaking of the summer, so we need to check on our heat and the coolness in the various rooms and try to maximize our efficiency in that regard. And then lastly, if we have time for it this episode, I want to try to build up a little bit over here, make this more of an actual office, and get a couple more research benches going so we can have multiple people researching, and then build that little annex for healing all the animals, and then set ourselves up to, in the next episode, hopefully mine up some steel, put in our paths, and get those beautiful torch lights going, because these things are going to be amazing. Anywho, very optimistic goals for this episode. So probably what happens is everyone goes on a mental break, we get raided 27 times, and there's death and sadness and misery everywhere. But we'll try our best to avoid that. The Bulk's Good Trader has just shown up from Southwest Omagoder. Looks like they've got some camels. And that's about it that I can see. Oh, I should also probably think about putting some defenses in, but that's going to require resources we don't necessarily have. It is pretty cool, though, that we're using these horses at full speed, which is fantastic to see. Absolutely love looking at that. Boy, this is such a mess. This is, like, out of control. We're going to have to get all of this stuff hauled and out of here, like, right now. So many ingredients and random things. Plus, we can probably... You know what? We can actually probably trade a lot of this stuff to the Bulk's Good Trader as they're coming in right now. Let's get Zavoria over there to go talk to them right now. I would love to sell these guys a bunch of this total random garbage. That way I don't even have to bother to haul it. They have actually 4 camels. Wow, you don't see that every day. Meanwhile, they've got some pink cloth here. They've got steel. Now, I want all of that. I'm going to queue it right up, see if we can buy it all. 386. One of the things I'm most concerned with is finding a way to replenish our steel, because we need 1 million steel for the paths and the lights and the power and all the million things. And it's going to take forever for us to get deep drilling. These flak pants are 51%. That's why Zavoria took them off. This duster, $33 for a 48% duster? Sure, we'll sell that. What else do these guys have here? Not too much. Surgical mask. I kind of want to avoid these things. I installed this mod hoping it wouldn't be super overpowered. But stuff like this that gives you 10%, 10%. You know, 10% actually, in my opinion, really breaks games considerably. So I'm going to try to not buy any of these or even make any of these crazy things. Let's sell off our hat. We can sell some of our bedrolls. We can at least sell the porter one, right? We got some other ones over here that are all alpaca wool. That's fine. And then that's about it. Believe it or not, these guys don't really want anything from us, which is very unfortunate because there's not much I can sell to them, I suppose. Well, let's do this. Let's sell this millions of elephant leather, all this wool skin. We're not going to use this stuff, the light together. We will use the dinosaur hard skin. Not sure I need this much humams, and quite frankly, they're pretty common, so let's do negative 400. There we go. Negative 300 would actually work a little bit better. Perfect. 900, actually no, negative like 265. Perfect. 837. Actually, 264 would be perfect. All right, we're going to get all of their money, and we're actually going to end up with all of their steel. Absolutely cannot complain about that. Ooh, Ferric silver. I can't even really sell it, so. Done. Yep. 1 less silver than they have. We didn't get to sell much of this stuff, but that's fine. Just gonna make sure as much of this stuff as possible is hauled to like where it actually needs to go. 'Cause this place is a mess right now. Brewed smoke leaf binge on cinnamon, that's fine and dandy. Low water temps over here. Well, we've got 3 heaters. That should be sufficient. Let's check on our heat really quickly in all the rooms. It's 108 Fahrenheit outside, 42 Celsius outside as well. Looking at these rooms, we're looking at 70 Fahrenheit, 22 Celsius, 76, 24, 80, 27. This is sufficient, 72. Oh, wait, no, this one's actually, yeah, 73, 24. That's pretty good. This one's 84, 29, way over there. Not enough ventilation coming through. This one's okay, 82, 28. So it seems like our cooling is sufficient for the time being. And then our freezer rooms, this one's 25 Fahrenheit. It's supposed to be 20, so it looks like it's struggling, and it's going up as it gets hotter, as it gets to be around noon at 111. This one down here is actually 65, but that's mostly because this thing's been held open, like, all day. And I'm trying to get it. There we go, finally. Chaos got that taken care of. Wonderful. And then most of our stuff is now hauled out of there. What a ginormous mess that was. Oh, another thing I wanted to do is fence this all off, which, quite frankly, we have 1,580 wood. And you know what? I like this old-style fence, so why don't we actually put one together here on the outside of all of this grow zone. Oh, whoops. You know what? Let's do it like this. We'll grab these 2 guys and cancel it. And then let's grab this one right between the trees, because this is the perfect place to put in a door. I'm assuming this is like the fence door. Oh, it says divides rooms, interestingly enough. Now, I'm making this out of wood, not bamboo, because we have a ton of wood, but we don't have much bamboo. I'm guessing that's... Yeah, I guess that. And it says divides rooms, but whatever. That's what kind of what we want to do there. Been an excess of wood for a while. You know what? We'll probably end up expanding that room, but for now, we'll put it like this. I really wanted to wall up these things as well. Probably here and here. Awesome. And then ideally, we would do something... You know what? We should probably just do that. I can't quite put this there. I'm going to have to move that light eventually. We'll make that another door right there. Probably going to have to move this light eventually as well, but for now, that'll work. Oh, God! Chaos is a slaughterer from his awful mental break. What are you doing? No, you better not be going after Monkey Slate. Oh, you had Cinnamon's on a mental break as well. Chaos, what's the problem? Intense pain, observed 15 corpses. He would have been over that in an hour. And also, he butchered the Hoonoms. Come on, guys, get on up here quickly. I think he's going for Monkey Slate. I don't know, it's harder to tell. Zovor, we need you to melee attack Chaos. Swede, we need the same thing over here. Put that man on the ground. Don't let him... Yeah, he's going after Monkey Slate. Stop him. Stop him. Get him on the ground. There we go. Thank you guys very much. Chaos is no longer going to go murder random Monkey Slate. I don't know how Monkey Slate survived this time around. But, I mean, I will absolutely take it. Chaos, you'll be fine, buddy. Actually, he got cut because we were using Zavoria, so he's going to have to be healed up. But you know what? Someone will get on that, I'm pretty sure, almost instantaneously. Let's get back to doing what really matters. Making fences and fence posts. Now I'm going histrionic. Boy, lots of mental breaks. But you know what that means? Lots of catharsis. So this is all walled in now, or at least it will be when it's all put together. We can do one more thing like that over here, and then we'll actually be able to keep animals out of our entire zone. So the plan would be something like right here. Actually, yeah, that will work. We'll do a wooden fence like that. That, awesome, like that, fantastic. And then we just need to continue from here, probably down to there. And we'll put a wooden door right behind these areas where people might be most safe because there's a wall blocking. Awesome. So this actually encloses our entire base. So we don't have to worry about elephants coming in here if we go in a caravan or whatnot in the future. And that's going to be good to see. Now, another... Ooh, this ick was almost gone, as is this steel spear. All of these things are actually almost gone. We want to smelt those down, so let's haul those a little bit more urgently. See what else is deteriorating quickly. I don't really care about the hemp war mask, but whatever. Get it out of the way so it's not in the deterioration list. And then a lot of this wood, but you know what? This wood is fine. It's 70 out of 150. It's been there for like a year. We can leave it there for another year. I'm fine with that. All right, well, that's one thing down. Now, because we have 1,400 wood and only 100 bamboo, I'm thinking, you know what? We might have to build this other wall over here out of actual normal wood. Now, interestingly enough, they have two walls down here. Slate wall. This is just wooden wall. Interesting. Let's take a look at this one. That appears to just be a wooden wall. I wonder if I should make one out of this. Kind of like an old-timey construction place. I think so. I'll throw it in here and see how it looks. Well, I've put in the basics. I ended up going with this wooden wall so I can combine it with wooden windows to see how that works out. It'd be very interesting. Supposedly they let light through, but don't let temperature through. While I was in here, I found this manager. It's a cask for animals. You can store food and hay. All right, well, that's actually fantastic because we've had this here for the longest time. We could put that in that room if we really wanted to, or really anywhere, I suppose. We could put it like right here in the middle of the street. Put it over here, I suppose. It wouldn't be a bad place. In fact, it's probably better than running the food all the way up. Let's put one here, and then we'll put another one actually up here. Now, I think the way this will work is that we can have non-deteriorating kibble without having to mess around building a roof zone and all that other kind of nonsense. So let's actually ignore that roof zone and see if it's going to work out for us when it's done. And then this is actually a ton of wood that I put in here. You guys can see from the planning tool. Whoopsie daisy. The planning tool. It's 870 wood and 45 steel, and we haven't even gotten to putting in the lights or routing the electricity over. That's most of our wood, which is crazy, but it's going to be a really cool looking room. I'm actually wondering if I should move it over to centrally. No, you know what? The reason I did this was so we could preserve the trees here and have a nice little natural park. Eventually I'll put in some grass or some sandstone walkways and someplace to hang out over there. That'll be nice, I think. Meanwhile, we actually don't necessarily need this fence, if that's the case. So what I'm going to do is cancel a whole bunch of this, actually. And we'll go back to just using a wooden door here. I suppose there it will be sufficient. Put in that wooden fence over here, and you know what? We can probably just do the same thing over here like this, which makes a lot more sense than put the wooden door like right here in between. Awesome. And all that stuff's out of here. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Uh-oh. Hoove started a social fight with Zavoria. Oh, no. Why, Hoove? I don't know. That's a smart idea. Zavoria accidentally insulted Hoove. This drove Hoove into a rage, and he began a fight. Oh, God. Also, Zavoria was just having a short chat with Sweet about Activision. Left arm, Zavoria gets a punch. Hoove looks like a pretty serious guy. Let's see what happens. He's got a helmet on. Oh, Zavoria lands a big punch in the right arm, the right radius. However, Hoove, not to be outdone, also hits one in the right arm. They both punch each other's right arm. Oh, and they're done. 50-50 then. All right. Sounds good by me. Thank you very much, friends. It's a tie. You don't see many ties, to be honest, in this in the social fight game. Boy, oh, you know what? I just now realized these silly things have roofing areas over them. I don't want them to have roofing areas over them. We got to ignore all that nonsense. And I actually have to wait until they're built so that I can delete them, I think. And it's probably fine being up there. Although, quite frankly, we don't really need that one either. But whatever. That's a one thing off the list, hopefully. Zavoria is an extreme break risk here. Chaos, I think, got tended to a long time ago. Yeah, that's good. Zavoria needs a treatment. We have deterioration of random woods, but otherwise, everything is coming along just fine and dandy. How's our herbal meds? 87% grown. That's great, because we need a heck of a lot more of those. I'm hoping now that we don't have animals eating all of our food, or at least we won't soon, that we can legitimately survive off of all of this stuff without me having to mess around with it too much. Because we're low on everything. We need cloth if we want to build carpets everywhere. I only have 290 of it. It's like 600 a carpet. We need herbal meds for days. We need the hay to make kibble. We need the teas to keep everyone happy with the teas. We're barely keeping up. We need all the food because we're just basically out all the time. We need the bamboo because we've got none. I had to make all this out of wood and I don't want to, and it's not renewable unless we just want to chop down the jungle. I'm not really using the smoke leaf, so I could probably cut into that a little bit. But otherwise, everything's really necessary over here. I suppose we just wait. And make sure temperatures, yep, and here is frozen, awesome. How are our meals doing? We have 23 simple meals, but that's it. Apparently, oh, I forgot about this. I forgot about the all the stuff I've been trying to do here. I just 100% forgot about the chem fuel. Nobody's really getting around to doing it. Slaughtersea's taking a shower. She's the best one to do it. We're going to have to come over here in a couple of seconds. Like right over there. If we just shut this guy off, there's no hot water for a little while, I'm pretty sure that'll give us what we need. And actually it didn't, so we're going to have to shut off the entire base for a minute here in order to get Slaughter to prioritize making this refinery fuel and then just sit there for like the whole day handling it. Oh yeah, we're going to have 2 of them off in a second now. But after this, we should be 100% good. I just forgot about this one little thing. And there we go. Slaughtersea's made just enough to top us off for a little bit here. Turn this back on. She's going to have a meal before she's completely out of... Yeah, there we go. She couldn't handle it anymore. I stuck her in that 170-degree room all day. And she just, like, sat in there cooking, burning the sludge in a dark room with, like, no lights. Amazing. Rhino, while you're out there, would you mind just hitting this? Yeah, awesome. Now the whole base is back on. We got 2 days to get this taken care of. Wow, Slaughtersea's out here. She couldn't handle it. So she just doesn't want to live anymore. Meanwhile, Mango is so sad that Slaughter not only rejected his marriage proposal, but also doesn't want to live anymore, that he, too, doesn't want to live anymore. Although, to be fair, the gut worms must be absolutely wrenching for him. Plus, he's like the only person who can handle these plants, 96%. Let's see who else. Our best grower. Cinnamon's actually number 2 with an 8. However, Mango's got a 14. He'll get a much better yield with much less effort than everyone else, I think. One of the big questions is how much steel do we have? The answer is 106. That's enough to build another one of these things. I'm really sick of messing around with it. Let's have 6 of them in there. Another thing I'm going to need for sure, because it's always hot in here, is just some way to vent this. And I was noticing in the old style, they have vented walls. They have 2 different kinds. So we could actually put just a random vent, like let's say here. And then also maybe like up there. You know what? I'm actually going to put it here, and this one here, we can cancel that. Awesome. So I plan to put another thing right here. I just wanted it to be completely symmetrical. If I wanted to, I could put another one of these here. I was also thinking about moving this back and moving that over, but it's not necessary just yet. We got a caravan request for 5 gas masks in return for a bunch of nonsense. A radio, dinosaur hide bowler hat. No, thank you. We're good on that. Looks like our tailoring has quite a bit more stuff to make here. But I've been on not really sure, I've been on a mental break or something for a while. And I'm only just now coming out of it. Yeah, there we go. Hitting up all the bathrooms. Taking a shower, having a fine meal. Getting some rest, having some recreation. Yeah, tomorrow I should really get on. You know what I should do is probably make the tailoring stuff. Then I'll probably come over here and make all the fuel that we need. We got 1.5 days. Let's see if I do absolutely nothing and don't touch the controls, if this stuff will get taken care of without me having to intervene. Well, it looks like the answer is actually no. We've got 7 hours left to go. I'm going to have to intervene here and force myself to go take care of this stuff. But the reason is because all of this orders was queued up and I have construction ahead of all of my crafting. So look how cute this looks. It's amazing. Absolutely awesome. One thing I did want to do, I was watching here, a bunch of meat's been rotting away because it's too hot in here. So we're going to reinstall these things, at least temporarily over here. This thing we haven't been using for a very long time, so I'm actually going to reinstall it up over there, and then we can reinstall this thing over there, and then we shouldn't be generating any heat in this room. At least it's a start. It's not exactly what I want. Ooh, I also did a go friend. I'm going to work faster for the next 8 days, and what do you know? That is perfect, because I got a lot of work to do if I'm forcing myself to be over there. I also threw in a couple of doors right here to make this a little bit less finicky. Oh, meanwhile, we also got this done, which is curious. The wooden storage manager bench. This doesn't actually have kibble on by default. Does it have anything on by default? It has foods. Yeah, literally nothing. So we just turned kibble on, and that's what we want. Then if I come up here, I probably want to do the exact same thing. Yeah, it doesn't even have anything at all. Where the heck is kibble? All right, there's the kibble. We'll turn that on. Then we can grab this stockpile and delete that. Fantastic. We can grab this one down here as well. We'll delete that. And then let's make sure, like the monkey slate zone, it actually can't go over there. So we'll just add it in. I think that's called the inside zone. So they can come over here and play around. They really don't need to be down here anymore. We can clear out the inside area of all these random places. They shouldn't need to come down there like ever. Basically, they're just inside and they can come outside and eat over here if they want to. But we do indeed have the kibble, it just hasn't been delivered to all the places. Let's haul that over. And then this shouldn't take too long. This is coming together really nicely. I like it quite a bit. Oh, boom! Look how cool that looks. Thank you, Sluttersea, for putting in these doors, saving a whole bunch of time. Oh, amazing. Our fences are now done as well. Let's ignore the roof area over these guys. Boom, just like that. It's weird that, well, maybe the door's not put in yet. Oddly enough, I don't quite understand why it's not there, but we'll put that in. Hopefully that seals it up, closes the whole thing off. Now, have these things... Oh, look at that. Zavoria's hauling this corpse over here because I guess it must have spoiled because it's getting... Yeah, it's 47 degrees in here. This is the next deal. We're going to get this taken care of. I'm sick of all my Hunoms spoiling and whatnot when they really shouldn't be. That's a lot of wasted stuff. We got 4.6 days here, 6 hours. It looks like all the fuel went into this one, all 20 of it. Actually, another 10 of it went over there. This is like 0.4 hours, so the very next one, probably going to have Sluttersea come over here. No, actually, Sluttersea won't do it, but I will. I'll refuel that really quick. The next one has to come up there in 5 hours, and we're good. Ooh, a zzz event. But look, it doesn't really do anything because it's so pathetically small. Will someone take care of it? Once they're done their current tasks, yes. There we go, Mango. Thank you. That's the great thing about not having batteries. Don't have to worry about nothing. I can hear the no roof zone down here, so let's get rid of it. That's the whole fence now. And that's our door. The roof zone gets put up. Beautiful. Absolutely amazing. What a cool little crafting room this is going to be. Let's reinstall all of these things over here now. Oh, this is just super satisfying. I'll put the smelters and smithies over in that area. The tailoring bench I think we'll put over here, maybe. I left a little bit of space so we can put some lockers in there and whatnot. This is a little bit awkward. But I suppose it'll work. This can be like the crafting corner. You have the art bench over there, and then we can have the stone cutting table here. Unfortunately, we're going to have to move all these things. All these bricks to a better location, but it'll suffice for now. Boom. And you know what? We should probably keep them where they are because they're in like the most useful spot currently. So each one of these tables gets one. Awesome. Now we're going to need lights there. We're going to need power there. We've got 140 steel. Let's get the thing in. Power conduit. Easiest way to do it, probably safest way, is down over here, down like this. I guess we'll just draw a straight line like right into here. And I'm hoping that covers the whole room, but it very well might not. So we'll come over here. That should cover the whole room with power. Obviously, it's going to get super hot in here, so we'll need to do some plumbing as well. No, the plumbing had two different things, actually. We don't need the regular plumbing. We need to do the hygiene miscellaneous for the aircon. Oh, those come from all the way across the universe. So if we want to put another air conditioner down here, that's going to be a whole different story. How's our water tanks doing? They seem to be functional. They're at 50% right now. But Zavori, are you all right? She seems to be stuck over there. There we go. I don't know what happened to her. She got stuck on Murder Chicken. Maybe it's got something to do with the door. She fixed the door when she was inside and it became a building. I'm not sure. One thing we are going to need over here is definitely lights. We got the wally lamps. I don't want to put them over that. I kind of centered my natural lights, which did not leave me perfect symmetrical setup here. I guess we'll do something like that. And like this. That's 80 steel, though, with those lights. Oh, hey, did I cancel the roof up over on this area? Yes, I did. Beautiful. All right, now we just got to wait for all this stuff to happen. Hey, this thing happened over here. Let's reinstall this at the very least over in this room. Get it out of here. So this is nothing but a freezer. A transport pod crash. A farmer's son named Rare is crashing in a transport pod nearby. Hello, Rare son. Age 17, what are you all about? You're a tough stoner who's chatty, who likes animals, and that is it. I have no interest in you whatsoever. What would I do with this man? We could have him tame animals for 1,000 years, but I just can't envision it. Plus, we need to really focus on what's important here, which is getting things done. So I'm not going to worry about that. One of the things that is unfortunate, we lost all the hunams, we lost all the hunam meat. All the elephant meat's either gone or rotted away. This bench in here, we need to clear everything out of that because a bunch of meat got transported into it, and then it all rotted because it was hot in there. Oh, boy, Cinnamon really... You can see the steam coming out of the room when she cooks there, which is less than ideal, but as soon as everyone wakes up, it's going to be very, very amazing. Yeah, Zavoria's going around here putting in the electricics. And then once that's done, it's just moving benches. Ooh, our first light is in. Second light, third light, beautiful. Here comes the benches. Yep, boom, boom. Ooh, I like this. We should have made these out of non-bamboo, though. They would have looked a lot less stupid. Nice. Now our cooler is an actual cooler. As well it should be. This really needs to not be on. Actually, you know what? I did get this built over here, amazingly enough. So, and I did produce quite a bit of fuel yesterday, so we've got some days worth of fuel, but we don't have enough. So I guess I could technically leave it on. I'm going to shut it off for now, though. I want to get all of these things up to snuff and then have all of the chem fuel ready for days before we toggle this on to do smelting and whatnot. And then one of the things we can do is stop being so inefficient over here. We can delete this stockpile zone. Let's grab this one. Make sure corpses, animal. We want this to be hunam, normal, beautiful. So they can come down here. And then these coolers, we don't need them anymore. So we can't move them, though, so we're going to have to deconstruct them both. Just save on 400 watts of electricity. I might put a third one down here. Well, I'm not sure if we're going to need it or not, depending on how this works out. Oh, this is so much better. All the resources just up, down, up, down. Speaking of so much better, I should really get my mortar installed in case there's a raid. Not sure what the minimum radius of the mortar is, but it seems most likely that we're going to want it something like here. Maybe we'll install that and see how it works out. I might have to put the anti-grain warhead right in the corner there, along with the incendiary shells. At the rate we're going, we have 20 meals, 7 fine meals. We're probably going to have to farm up a bit more Elefante or some such. Oh, look at little crab. He's so bored over here all by his onesies. He's got nothing to do. Advanced edibles binge on chaos. That's fine. Yotter actually has literally nothing to do. And this is where I suppose, if nothing else, we could have him on a research on a 9. Whoops. The game just super lagged there and it took it off of a research on a 9. So now that he's on a research on a 9, we need another research table. Let's go to the regular production table. And let's make a simple one. I think we were kind of trying to research the other ones, but we got nowhere near that. I guess we're going to have to make it out of wood because we have no real other choice right now. We're pretty much out of everything. And we'll throw it like right in there. Awesome. Bad temperature, that's fine. 281 steel, that's awesome. I am cranking out the tailoring. Look at that. Shirt, pants. Hey, how did our kibble do over here? Is it deteriorating? Sure isn't. That's very nice. A little feeder bench. Some over here as well for the animals. Amazing. This is way better. And we're still a little bit backlogged on hauling on this wood in, but we'll get there soon. We may have to murder those elefantes to restore our supply. Yeah, we're down to like nothing. You know what? I might have Cinnamon do it tomorrow. Look at that. Me and Cinnamon hit like the communal showers early morning. Ready for the day at 4 o'clock. Boy, that's a bright... Look at that. Simultaneous, ready to go. Very early working here. I'm hauling wood from over there to the research bench. That's interesting. One thing I did is I turned chunks on down here. We need to expand that zone. I'm not sure what that hole was a long time ago, but let's grab this zone and delete it now, and this zone over here as well, and delete that. We don't need these anymore. We can store all of these chunks and whatnot down in here and then move them up into that area. It's a little bit awkward, but not like a huge issue. Just out of the way so they're more efficient in the future. Less ugly right now. Beautiful. Just a normal hauling is fine. Let's see how far... Ah, this is perfect. The range of this hits right over there. So right outside, and it can also shoot into the park, and can also shoot over there if we need to. So this means we're going to put a stockpile zone right here. This is going to be clear all, priority, a critical. We're going to look for shells. So mortar shells, anti-grain, warhead, incendiary. I basically am just going to have them all on because I don't have that many anyway. EMP shell, fighter foam, sea shell. Yeah, apparently they're listed in art for some reason. Don't know what the deal is with that. But let's get this anti-grain warhead hauled urgently. And then the incendiary shells. Oh, here they are. Perfect. And then the real question is, can I select... Oh, it has a shell in it, actually, incendiary shell. I don't really want the incendiary shells, to be honest, but I mean, we'll keep them there just in case. And we're getting almost to the point where I could start setting up some kind of defenses. The problem is, what materials are we going to make them out of? I was thinking bamboo, because we can regrow it, but it's going to take a little bit of a while. Speaking of, let's get all these random chunks hauled out of our base now that we've got this all put together. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Things are coming along, friends. The only question is, am I going to have to force myself to make more chem fuel? We got 19 hours. I'm thinking the answer is no, because I'm on that go frenzy, and look how fast I crank out these shirts. Yeah, here comes our last pants. It's going to just fly right through. Yeah, before 8 o'clock in the morning, I made pants and a shirt. Amazing. Zavori is even hauling it. We got a visitor to incoming now. Okay, so this is going to be interesting. Yep, I'm automatically refining the sludge. Perfect. Now, I'm going to interrupt this to go do tailoring whenever I need to. Slaughter is now back to researching, which is fantastic. Building this up is one of my next goals, but first we got to fix this up. Oh, hey, MJ. Hey, Zavoria, since you're there, let's go trade with MJ and see what they have. They've got medicine. They got 6 of them. I'll take them all. And they've got nothing else. Now, I could sell some of my cloth to them to make some money. I think I will because we're growing quite a bit. We could sell our old cloth pants. Awesome. Smoke leaf candy. Do we really need that? I mean, it's worth quite a bit, so I would say no. We'll sell it. Awesome. I will take that trade every day of the week. We're down to only 12 meals here. Our corn is at 81%. We are indeed going to need... Cinnamon's on a shooting frenzy, so there's no time like the present to have her come over here. Let's grab all these elefantes. There's only 4 of them. We'll hunt those guys up. And then let's see what her shooting. She can do it from there. If I take her off of alert, she's going to relax socially. So let's just have her shoot. Oh, God. You got to be kidding me. What are the chances? That was like max rage. All right, well, we got a smidgy-widgy of an issue, friends. We're basically going to need the whole colony here to zoomy zoom, like, very quickly right here in a line. Go, 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 go. Elephant Revenge. Whoop, I clicked the wrong button. I meant to click this visitor to off. Awesome. Okay, Cinnamon's doing some shooting. But this is not going to be enough. 3 good shots. Cinnamon, fall back. Fall back. Let Chaos take the lead. Rhino, come up. Here they come using my own bridge against me. Okay, Chaos, get on the bridge. Hold them at the bay. Freaking bananas. Oh, that's what we want to see. Come on, Chaos. Hold them. Yep, hold. Imagine Chaos sitting there, 3 stampeding elephants across a bridge. He's like, I don't care, none. I got this, friends. Peg leg, I'll kick him. Worry nothing about it. Yeah. Well, that's a fast way to farm up. What happened to Chaos? Nothing. He had a couple of cracks. All right, friends. Back to work. Yotter finally gets here, the slow poke, and now he's off. Amazing. And Rhino instantaneously goes to cleaning up the blood. The pride of this colony is very high. Everyone loves living here. Ooh, Mindy, our horse mare is pregnant, friends. We're gonna have more soon. One thing I forgot to do is put a stockpile zone down here that is set to nothing. That way we can count how many meals we've made. Otherwise, the bills don't really work. A little bit inefficient here. I'll redo this in a minute. Added apparel on Chaos. Is it his... it's his actual flak vest. Now, I think we can make new ones. But the question is there a new... I could have sworn there was a crafting bench at one point, but I can never find it anymore. By the way, weren't we supposed to do brewing? Yeah, I made all that hops, I think, a long time ago. Or was I thinking about it? I don't know what happened to it, but we never did any brewing. I think I researched beater, and then I just forgot about it. Anywho, let's see what we can do here for crafting. Or maybe it's the machining bench. Okay, now it looks like most of our hay is rotting away. So what I'm actually going to do is temporarily increase our kibble by 1,000. So that stuff starts getting produced with all this elephant meat. There wasn't anything to craft here at that bench, so maybe it's the machining table. Make explosive shell, fire phone, simple helmet. Here it is. Make a flak vest. Pants, flak jacket. I want to actually see what the vests are made out of. Looks like 30 cloth, 60 steel, and 1 component. All right, we can actually do that. In fact, we could have these for basically everybody, and then I could set up legitimate defensive things. We do have 1 component, we have the steel, and we do have the cloth, so that's fantastic. And that'll take care of Chaos's, like, 1 issue there. Pretty much everybody should probably put one of those things on, to be honest. There's no reason not to. So we could put the bills up to do until X. We'll make the X 1. We're going to count only 52% and higher. And then we'll take to the best stockpile. Any worker is fine by me. Although probably better ones might be better. But we need to turn this on. Do we have the power? Grid excess. Yes, we do. In fact, we have enough power to turn everything on. But the problem is, if I do this, I'm going to start doing that rather than making my fuel here. So let's just give this a little bit longer. And you know what? While this is happening, I'm going to come down here and plan out my new base over in this area. I have to remove this crafting spot. I'll put it like right there, I suppose. We'll copy all of these guys. Paste them all in there. Awesome. Now we can get rid of this crafting spot. Awesome. Now I just need to redo this while I'm busy making all the fuel. I want to make sure I don't do any other thing other than craft fuel until these are all filled and we have an entire stockpile ready and waiting. Well, I started to get it. It's coming along. I got the double walls mostly put in. I'm going to move the butcher's table when we get a chance down here. But first, I need to finish the insulation here. I actually didn't really need the double wall insulation over here, but I went with the... It's going to be a really awkward building if I don't do it. I'm going to cut this out at some point. And there are actually double wall coolers, as I recall. Yes, the wide ones. You can actually go over 2 different tiles like that. That's going to be amazing. That's so cool that they added those in. But we can replace those ones with like ones that go... That'll be even more efficient than this way. But it's not quite done yet. And I can't... Because I was doing all that stuff, my character's running over there dealing with that. Not so much working on this. Unfortunately, we got 1.6, 1.5 days or so. This is coming along. I did actually manage to disassemble quite a few things over here. Didn't make any flak vests. There's still quite a few mechanoids. Actually, yeah, how many are left? We got 2 big ones, and then if I look at the lancers, I actually only see 1. Yeah, I think I took all the rest of them apart. Fantastic. I must have got 3 of them. I think I got 3 of them already. Looks like I was working on the last 3 mechanoids right there. Then I was going to go probably burn more fuel. However, we got interrupted by a raid. The raid is only 8 mechanoids. Oh, God. I said only 8, and then I saw mechanoids. I was like, what? Well, we don't have many defenses. These guys are going to have charge lances. This is going to be a conundrum. I'm not really prepared for this in the slightest. However, will they flee when we kill half of them? Is that how mechanoids work? I don't seem to remember that ever being the case. I haven't been raided by mechanoids in 2 years. I've only ever opened the ships with them in it. I've had them, ooh, monkey slate, your family's over here, buddy. Not really sure how that's going to work out. But, hey, we did make a lot of progress today. Like, this is looking really nice. One more harvest of bamboo. We're actually at 87% on a bunch of this bamboo. That'll be enough to finish this off. I can make it look a lot better. The freezer is going to be, like, down here and over there. Or, you know what I was actually thinking? I could have this be the end of the freezer. Have a double wall there and a double wall here. This can be like kind of a bigger freezer, and then this can be a sort of heated, maybe butcher table that's in its own separate room. I suppose that's probably a better way to handle this situation here. I was going to put double doors like here and there to really make sure it's super well insulated. It's a little wonky, but it'll come out eventually. We also got our feeders put in today, which are working fantastically, except we have to make a lot for these guys. I don't know. You know, I'm really hoping the animals that can choose between grass and kibble go for grass first, but I have no idea if they do that or not. We still have some defenses to work on. We got to make this room a little bit better. We're getting there, though. Things are definitely coming along. The mechanoids were actually almost completely disassembled. We're working on flak vests. The only issue is Chaos has the tattered flak vests. We still have deteriorating wood out here. We haven't got around to hauling it, but I did notice some people were hauling. Yeah, see, all of this stuff got hauled. Oh, whoops, I didn't realize that I still had this zone there. Let's delete that. That's unfortunate, because now we have a gate into our thing. Not that it really matters. So all 3 of our zones that were here are cleaned out now. People were moving this. I saw Rhino move. Yeah, here we go. Rhino's moving these bricks, so we're very close. Once we get done moving these bricks, we'll start moving this wood. And then we've actually got literally nothing left to haul. Just got to get ahead on the chem fuel, and then we'll finally be 100% ready to go. We can put in our little dino thing here, put in the park walls once we find another source of steel. Oh, we have more steel to haul up there. Didn't even realize. Yeah, 660 something. And then we got more stuff up here to smelt. Hey, did I smelt any of that slag, I wonder? Looks like probably, because I think we had a huge amount of it right here, like 10 or 12. No, I don't think we did, because there's like 5 here, and 5 of them got moved down here. Anywho, when's we returning? We fight the mechanoids. Shouldn't be, I hope, too bad, but I'm not really sure. And assuming we can survive that, progress will be made. God, I love these episodes where we just build a million things. coming along. Plus, we're going to have a little pony pretty soon, I reckon. Little Mindy pony. Mango, what are you doing behind the horse, buddy? That's just, what are you doing? What are you doing? God, Mango is just the weirdest guy in the whole world. Anyways, thank you guys very much for watching, and until the future. Sweet, we need the same thing over here. Put that man on the ground. Don't let him, yeah, he's going after Monkey Slate. Stop him, get him on the ground. There we go. Thank you guys very much. Chaos is no longer gonna go murder random Monkey Slate. I don't know how Monkey Slate survived this time around, but I mean, I will absolutely take it.